Ginga Ginga.
Hello everybody! Infernape Shinjo here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Anime. And I am here to go over the Fall 2020 anime list. Now, I technically did cover the anime from this season before, but I did that before I even watched any of it. I did it before any anime was released from this season, and there's actually a lot that I wanted to talk about, so I'm going to record this. Hopefully it'll be out before the season's done, or at least before the next season starts. But I did watch a couple of first episodes of different anime that I was curious about last night, so I have a little bit of idea of a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's just get started. So Jujutsu Kaisen, still haven't seen it. Apparently a lot of people are hyping it up. I'm not sure. It's a shonen. Not sure if that's good or bad. I mean, I like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, so there's that. Haikyuu, still haven't seen any of Haikyuu. Haven't caught up with Danmachi. Okay, so that was easy. So, Tonikaku Kawaii. I've still only seen the first episode of it. It's interesting. That's the best way that I can put it. The plot itself is interesting, and it makes a lot of jokes with main characters from harem anime not being able to get the girl. But then Nasa over here just goes ahead and blows it all out of the water. I'm not sure about it. Apparently it's like very wholesome. But again, I've only seen the first episode. It's good from what I've seen so far, but I haven't seen anything else. Now, Mahoka Koko no Ritutsi. I don't know if that's how you pronounced it. But apparently this is a sequel. I think it's the Irregular at Magic Academy. I know that somebody shared about that in the video, but I haven't seen the first season. Higurashi. It's still something that I haven't caught up with. I saw the first 2 episodes. The last thing that I saw, and I'm not sure if this is going to be like a really big spoilers, but a little bit of a spoiler warning. The last episode that I saw was, what's his name? Kichi? I guess his name is Kichi. Going around looking in the dump for that doll or whatever it was, and then the girl with the knife, and then that's all I caught up with. It's weird because like I know that it's like very scary, very spoopy stuff like that. So most of the time when I watch anime, it's late at night, and I don't want to do that because I won't be able to sleep. So I mean, I don't know. It's weird because like it's one of those ones where my friends watched Higurashi back in the day, the original. So I'm just here like, oh, they have a new one? I'll watch that. But I haven't caught up with it. But at the same time, there's only so many hours in the day, and sometimes stuff has to be taken out. So, Maho no Tabi Tabi. This is another interesting one because the most I know about it is Elena's a witch, but apparently she does not want to be involved in anybody's crap. Like, the only reason I know that second part is just because of a meme video that I recorded. So, that second part is interesting. Not so sure about it. I guess there's gonna be a sidekick to her, from according to the poster. But I've only seen the first episode. I really like the first episode, so I like it from what I've seen. Now, The Day I Became a God. This one is, strangely enough, the one that I'm keeping up with outside of everything else. With the exception of one other thing. Shoot, actually, why didn't I add this to my list? Let me update this. I think I've seen up to episode 5, so I'll go ahead and include that. I can't believe that I didn't update that before. That's a bit surprising. But yeah, from what I've seen, I really like it. I think it's like written by the same person that did stuff like Angel Beats and maybe Clannad. So it's got that whole mystery vibe to it. And I haven't seen the whole of Angel Beats, but apparently it's really good. So probably gonna enjoy it. And Noblesse, it's like the next one in the line of stuff that's not from light novels or anything, right? Because like we had Tower of God, then God of High School, and now we have Noblesse. So that's the one that everybody's hyping up. But I haven't seen it. I don't know what to make of it. it just seems like it will be like a 2000 anime, just because a lot of 2000 anime was all about like, ooh, we have to have a vampire in here because we're edgy. So, I don't know. It also might be the fact that just because it's overhyped means that I'm not gonna watch it. As weird as that sounds. Akudama Drive, not so sure about that one either. Actually, I can group Akudama Drive and, what's it? What's this long one? Kimi to Boko. I'll just call it Boko. Just Boku. I'll just call it Boku. These two, basically the same thing. Haven't seen it. I see that there's probably people watching it, honestly. But I don't know much about either one. Just the fact that Akudama Drive is based around like criminal activity and stuff. Not really a big fan of criminal activity anime and stuff like that. So that might be why I haven't watched it. And also the other one, again, it's a military. Not so keen on history, military sort of anime. Now, Muno no Nana, or Talentless Nana. That is the other one from this season that I'm keeping up with. I just watched episode 6 yesterday. No, I watched episode 6 on Sunday. I saw JoJo Talks Too Much discuss it yesterday. This show is so good. Hopefully, it hasn't been finished by the time this comes out, although 7 weeks is a good chance that it would be. But I really like it. Obviously, there's problems that JoJo has even addressed, like everybody being stupid, like, oh, I didn't realize that Nana was killing all these people. Spoiler, by the way. But, like, at the end of the day, it does have flaws, but I enjoy it anyway. But I think I mentioned before about how I really like Nana's character because I typically like pink-haired girls. But I think Michiru is going to be my favorite character from this show. She's just so sweet and innocent. So, what's this one? I'm standing on 100 lives or something like that? It's an isekai sort of thing, right? I don't know. And Moriarty? Again, historical, stuff like that, not so sure. Adachi Shimamura, it gives me vibes, just from what I'm hearing people talk about, giving me vibes of Bloom Into You. And now that's something that I didn't watch, but I can get vibes from that. But basically these three, haven't got around to watching. Moriarty, interesting that they're taking a page from Sherlock Holmes, pun intended. But, I don't know. Not so sure about these three. Now this is the new, yeah, it is Inuyasha. It says it right there. Yeah, the new Inuyasha, haven't seen it. At the same time, it's probably not going to be something that I watch because I'm not going to get all the references to the original Inuyasha because I haven't watched Inuyasha, so sue me. It wasn't something that I watched back in the day. So, for the fans of the original, that's going to be good that they get something that's paying homage to the original. But just for me, I haven't seen it. And the Slime Boy. What's it called? By the Grace of the Gods or something? I watched the first episode. It's not bad. At the same time, I feel like it's trying to ride the coattails of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Because it's a young boy that controls slime. That's basically the show from what I've gathered. Now, Princess Cialis trying to get some sleep here. Just reading the first page of the description there. That is, again, something that I haven't seen. Although, honestly, it sounds like it's right up my alley. Because the whole joke is she's trying to get some sleep. Obviously, it's a comedy based off of that. Doga Kobo made it. So there's already three little hits there that I feel like I would enjoy it. But haven't gotten around to watching it. The opening's kind of catchy, honestly. So let's see. Ikebukuro Westgate Park. Again, it's kind of like crime related, so not sure if I would enjoy that. I don't know. Golden Kamuy Season 3. Haven't seen the other 2 seasons. Iwa Kakeru Sport Climbing Girls. No joke. It was before a stream one day that I saw this was on Crunchyroll, and I thought, you know what? I'll watch the first episode of it. And no lie, I actually got really invested in it. Even though the 3 tabs there, it says comedy, sports, and school, honestly, I can see vibes of shonen from this. Because it's like peak shonen, except instead of fighting people, you're literally using all your shonen powers to climb up a wall. It's honestly kind of intriguing, and I'm probably going to continue watching it when I get a chance. Also, the red-haired girl in the picture is also the voice of Miko from Kaguya-sama Love is War. Just a fun little tidbit there. Alright, so we're finally getting into a couple that I can actually discuss some more about. Kuma 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 Bear. I watched this last night, and honestly, I was going into it thinking, this is just gonna be a Bofuri clone. Because you got a cute girl that is probably overpowered at games, and she's just going through the game and just soloing everything, making friends along the way. You know, the whole thing of the game was really the friends we made along the way, that kind of cheesy line. But honestly, it's different enough from Bofuri that I could tell the two apart. First of all, the opening is kind of catchy, and I know I mentioned that already with another anime. I can't remember what it was. It was the... Let me check. It wasn't the Climbing Girls thing. It was... Give me a minute. It wasn't Nana. Which one was it? I mentioned about the opening for one of these. Which one was it? It wasn't Nana, I believe. It was... Maybe it was the sleeping anime, because I know Megami covered it, but I don't think that was it. I don't remember. I don't know. You can just back up in the video. I can't. But this anime is something interesting. I've only seen the first episode, but like I said, it's different enough from Bofuri that I can tell the two apart. And I'm not sure how they're going to make it different in coming episodes, but honestly, I'm kind of vibing with it. And Assault Lily Bouquet, that would be another one, alongside Kuma 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 Bear, where the opening is super catchy. It's just like, I don't think I heard anything about Bouquet until one of my followers, I think, shared it on Discord. And I just figured, you know what, I'll just watch the first episode. And that opening just came in with a bop. That was super catchy. Although, honestly, I wasn't really liking the opening until the chorus came in, but that's typical for songs because people typically like the openings, and the chorus is the biggest part of it. So, there's that. And honestly, it's not a bad show. It gives me vibes of... What was that other anime that people told me to watch that I discussed on Let's Talk Anime? It was that thing where the pink-haired girl got sucked up into the thing with the giant robots. I can't remember. I'm not gonna go and check. I'll know it when I hear it. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. I might remember it before I end this video. But it reminds me of that because main character is a girl with pink hair. And honestly, it gives me vibes of another show, but I can't think of what it is. But this anime is interesting. Only seen the first episode. I'm probably going to continue more when I get a chance. But this thing is... It's an interesting anime. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's got some interesting characters, and obviously there are some vibes of Yuri setting in just from what I've seen from the first episode. So, yeah, there's that. But, yeah, I would say Kuma Bear and Bouquet are probably going to be two that I at least continue from what I've just watched very little of. Kingdrade, haven't seen it. Looks super edgy. Moving on. Another Love Live. Haven't caught up with Love Live. So there you go. Dragon Quest. Haven't seen the original. Is the Order a Rabbit? Actually, kind of need to catch up on this. I've watched the first 2 seasons, but I haven't watched this. Sigdrafa. Still don't know anything about it. It's got military. There's a lot of military this season. Okay, now, I think the last one that I can really discuss, Hypnosis Mic Division Rap Battle, Rhyme Anima. Pretty long title, but okay. Why does it say other under, like, what it's based off of? Why is it other? Is this like a game? No, because there's one down here that says game. I don't know. But yeah, this is one that people wanted me to discuss for Let's Talk Anime. And I thought, let me just set it up on Mal and just go through, talk about what I want to talk about. And this is something interesting. Because, like, I mentioned before about, like, military anime and crime anime. This is like this, but at the same time, it's kind of weird, if in a way to put it. Because, like, the way, in the first episode, the way that they held up their mics makes it literally look like they're holding a knife or some other weapon. So that's kind of funny. And also, I like how they started the very start of the episode with saying, hey, here's the plot of it, without saying, here's the plot. Like, we're going to decide everything with rap battles, which is funny enough, because a lot of, like, Rustage, Fable, Schwabity, all these people that I've been discussing, or have been watching, that do anime songs and rap battles and stuff like that, it honestly kind of gives me vibes of that. And even, I'm probably going to botch his name, Xiaodo, in a lot of the stuff that I've watched from him, he swerves into Japanese with a lot of his verses, so this really wasn't as big of a shocker as it was for other people, I'm sure. But from what I can gather from only seeing the first episode is that they're establishing every group that's going to be involved, and there's going to be a tournament, I guess? I'm not really sure. It seems like it's going to be a tournament like God of High School is, but I don't know. It's interesting. I know I'm saying that a lot. But, like, also, for example, the people do, like, the rap battles and stuff. And first of all, the other group is just letting them just do it for whatever reason. They don't want to talk back, I guess. But, like, after they finish their rap, literally an explosion comes out. So it's just like, are those mics really that powerful? And I mean, I get that they're trying to get across the message that, like, your words are powerful. You can use them to build people up, build them down. Hawk Nelson does a song by that. It's basically the same idea. It's called Words. Look it up if you want. But it's interesting that these mics hold a lot of power in universe, I guess, the best way to put it. Like, outside it makes sense because words are powerful and stuff. But, like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say about this. It's one of those things that it is... I think I actually thought about this when I watched the first episode. It feels like the male answer to Love Live. Because, like, Love Live is all these sweet girls singing and dancing in a group becoming idols. But here, we got the male equivalent rap battles. It just feels like an answer to Love Live to me. Not sure if that was intended or not, but if it was, oh well. But the shortest definition that I can give for this is that it's just absurd, but not in a dumb way, more like it's just a hilarious way that it's just like, did this really just happen? Okay, I think I've talked enough about Hypnosis Mike. Taizo Samurai looks interesting. Gymnastics is involved, so I don't know, haven't seen it. Now, Dogeza. This one, just from what I'm seeing here, like, where is it? I literally saw it. Lewd? Naughty? So, yeah, it's interesting. And I think there was another anime that was basically the same idea. I think it was called I Want You to Make Me a Disgusted Face and Show Me Your Underwear or something like that. It was something stupid like that. Honestly, it seems like the same idea, but yeah, again, haven't watched it. Probably, even if I do watch it, I'm not going to discuss it for fear of YouTube just striking me down. So, Magatsu Warhet, haven't seen it. Rare Romanesque, haven't seen it. It's a harem? Really? Okay. I mean, I'm not really that big of a fan of Train, but I might watch it. Fruit Tart! Yes! I haven't added this to my list either. Let me add it to my list. I've seen 2 episodes. Yeah, this one is one that I was really hyping up, which is probably obvious in the original video because Sakura was in the thumbnail. But yeah, this is, from the 2 episodes I've seen, it isn't bad. It's like a kind of a spin-off for Love Live, but at the same time, I don't know. I hope it's not going to be one of those things where it's a chore to finish the last couple of episodes, but if it is, I at least enjoyed the first couple of episodes. One Room, third season, haven't seen the other one. Strike Witches, haven't seen it. Osamatsu A3, Maisetsu, haven't seen it. I think I'm actually done. Garamburu and Oneko. Oh yeah! This DJ thing. It's on YouTube actually. I saw like part of the first episode. I don't know how many people are actually watching it. I know that it was the Anime Man, I think. In one of his videos, he was like sponsored by it or something. But haven't seen much about it otherwise. Wait, this is actually a... I thought this was a joke. I saw this just scrolling through one day. Pickles? Why? Okay. I don't know what's going on with it, so it might be somebody's name. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so that's all for that. I think the only continuing thing besides Fire Force that I'm watching is Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, but at the end of the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s could just be its own video if I really wanted. But yeah, I think that's my whole discussion on the anime from this season or fall 2020 in case I post it later. Hopefully this video is not too long. I don't know how long it is at the moment, but I wanted to get my thoughts across on the stuff that I did watch, but I didn't want it to be too long. And I figured just popping on my Mal account would be the easiest way to go through these very quickly rather than just finding a poster for each one. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below. If there's any of the stuff here that I didn't talk about much or didn't explain enough of that you think I would enjoy, leave them down in the comment section. Yada yada yada, all the YouTube stuff. I'll see you next time. Momentai.